Well, on to crime in D.C. The president, the crackdown is seeing great success with over 1,100 arrests so far.
And even D.C.'s Democratic mayor says the federal law enforcement surge is working, with carjacking down double digits.
Peter Doocy is live in Washington with those details. Hey, Peter.
Good morning. One of the 1,178 arrests so far here in Washington during the federal crime crackdown was the man who threw a sub sandwich at a federal law enforcement officer. You can see the video here on your screen. And we just learned this man is not going to be indicted. A grand jury refused to indict him here in Washington. The U.S. Attorney's Office is investigating how that information already leaked out of a grand jury room, but it still doesn't seem like he's going to face punishment beyond losing his job at the Justice Department. Here in D.C., though, overall, there's been a 19% decrease in burglary, 33% decrease in homicide, 42% decrease in assaults with a dangerous weapon, and a 44% decrease in robbery. And when it comes to handling crime, overall, nationwide, the president has a 53% approval rating. Looking more broadly at all major cities beyond D.C., 81% in an AP poll are saying they think crime is a major problem in large cities. 18% say a minor problem. Just 1% say not a problem at all. And the mayor of this city that has been the test case, D.C., is now grateful to the president for the help.
We greatly appreciate the surge of officers that enhance what MPD has been able to do in this city. The difference between this period, this 20-day period of this federal surge and last year represents a 87% reduction in carjackings.
But she can't say anything too nice about President Trump. She went on to say that she thinks that having all the federal law enforcement is hurting trust right now between citizens and the Washington, D.C. Police Department, Metro PD. But it does not sound at this point like she wants to trade trust for improved safety, at least not right now. Back to you.
Thanks, Peter. You know, they say that you can indict a ham sandwich, but apparently not in Washington, D.C.
Not if you throw it.
Not a Subway sandwich.
But that is more a reflection of the jury pool in Washington, D.C. than it is anything else. And, of course, it's why Democrats love D.C. juries, because you can get what you want. They can get what you want. They want.
At least the message is sent. You in the back like an idiot. There's another one that got arrested yesterday for spitting on a National Guards member. But I do love the fact that, again, the president leading the charge, John Thune, Senator Thune, as well as Speaker Johnson, are working on a massive crime bill that's going to be addressing all this. Why? Over 80% of the country looks at crime as a major problem. So if they're going to come out and address the needs of the American people, the president's already showed them that you can make an impact and people care. So now the House Oversight Committee is planning to advance several bills next month on dealing with crime. So maybe Democrats will get on board with this. Maybe not.
Or they can just talk about how people don't really care about carjackings.
Right. I will say about that sandwich, first of all, I wish we'd gotten a good tackle on video, too, because that's certainly what he deserved. But the legal definition of assault includes simply touching, and it also includes the threat of such. So you're right that indictment, or the lack thereof, is certainly just a reflection of clearly those people there. But we talk about how I guess he's just lost his job. I hope he loses a lot more than that, because it is patently unacceptable for him, as the coward he was, to taunt a police officer in his face and then run with his pink shirt on because he can't even face the music. I find that abjectly distasteful and unacceptable. And the fact that that is somehow acceptable there in D.C., no longer, I'm sure his repercussions will come shortly via something else.
So a lot of people, you would have gotten him indicted.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.